Hello, St. Monica's. This is Bailey. Bailey is Jean's and my dog. And some of you know about Bailey. He's a 9-year-old, 100-pound hound. Bailey, look at the camera. He's brindled, brown, and some of you know that Bailey is blind. He was born with sight, but his breed can go blind, and he is one of those who went blind. Bailey kind of knows his way around, and I want to show you this because Bailey goes by sonar and he goes by sense of smell. And this is a gate that we use at our house so that Bailey doesn't go up the steps and down the steps. I think you can see it. It's a gate at the base of the steps. He can probably count his steps. He's a very, very smart dog. But we don't want to take a chance on him going upstairs and then falling when he comes downstairs. So we keep him at the gate. And when we're sleeping, this presents all kinds of different interesting situations. Bailey knows when it's dinner time, supper time, snack time. Snack time seems to be a lot of times. And Bailey, I swear, can count his steps and knows his way around the house. Bailey also knows when it's time to go out, and he will tell us when it's time to go out. And he will do that by standing at that gate, and he'll shake himself, and he'll whine, and he'll whimper, and he'll make sounds that eventually wake us up. The odd thing is this happens probably sometimes at 4:12 a.m., let's say. It's a time that I'm used to because that's a time I hear him doing this. So now I'm kind of conditioned, or he conditioned me to get up that early in the morning, take him out. He does what he needs to do, comes back in, goes to sleep, and so do I. Except there's one thing, and he doesn't know what time it is really, I think, because he can't see, except maybe for some shadows. He doesn't know time of day, I don't think, very well, but he does kind of see sunlight and things like that. But he does know when he needs to do things. And sometimes it becomes important. Lately, he's been doing this. He comes to the gate, and it's an odd time at night, let's say 2 a.m., and we don't necessarily hear it. And he started barking. I mean, barking so much so that he's jumping up and down barking that this is important. And we're wondering, why is this happening now? It's happened about 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Has he gone senile or something? Is there something wrong? And then we realized he is so smart. You see, between that gate at the bottom of the stairs and where we sleep upstairs, there's an air conditioner. And lately that air conditioner has been going quite often, all night long. And there's a fan at the bottom of the stairs so we can disseminate some of that air a little more and spread the cool. And just so he thinks we may not hear him by his regular shaking and whimpering, he's barking so that he is barking above that noise so that we can hear what he needs to say. And it's important. And he's not going to let up till we respond. Good for him. What a smart guy. We love him. He's our guy, and he gets smarter every day. But he had to bark to be heard above the noise. Well, got us thinking, isn't that kind of like the noise we hear daily in our lives? Don't we hear all this kind of noise everywhere constantly now? It's just in our ears. And a lot of it is the devil's noise. There's the noise of discrimination. And there's the noise of dishonesty. And there's the noise of disinformation. And there's the noise of disunity. And there's the noise of disservice, any kind of social injustice that's happening. There's a lot of noise out there about that. And it may overwhelm us, but it can't. We have to stand at the gates. Can we do this? Well, of course we can do this. If we think doing this would be like sending a human to the moon, well, in fact, we did send a human to the moon. not just once, but 51 years ago this week, and I'm speaking today on Monday, July 20th. This is the anniversary of our sending a human to the moon. We could do it. We did it. We got behind this and we did it. So we can do this too. And as Dr. Fauci says, when you hear all this kind of noise, let's put an end to this nonsense. Let's stop this nonsense. We have to be the prophets at the gate. And if you remember, the prophets, they used to stand or sit at the gates to the city and say things people didn't want to hear. But that didn't keep what they said from being the truth. So we need now, when we hear these injustices, when we see these things happening, we need to speak up. We need to speak out. We need to speak boldly and be not afraid. God is with us. Now is the time to bark.